In a medical malpractice case here in New York, why would I ask the doctor that we have sued what the standards of medical care are when treating a particular condition? You want to know the answer? Come join me as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, in a medical malpractice case, during the course of the litigation, I will have an opportunity to question the doctor that you have sued. And one of the things that I'm going to be asking the doctor is, what was the standard of care? What are you supposed to do in a patient who has the following problem? And now, why do I ask a doctor what the standard of care was for a particular situation? I want to see whether or not the doctor acknowledges and recognizes what the standards of care were for that particular patient at that particular time. I want him to enunciate, to verbalize to me, so that I get a clear understanding that the doctor knew what the standard of care was back at that time. Now, could he have refreshed his memory? Absolutely. But at least I want to establish from him that he knows currently what the standard of care was a number of years ago. Now, why would I do that? Because later on, as we go through this patient's medical records about what this doctor did and what the patient complained of, I want to be able to show to the doctor that his treatment deviated or fell below that standard of care. Doctor, would you agree that based upon your records, with the patient presenting with this particular set of facts, that the standard of care required, as you told me yourself, to do A, B, and C? Yes, that's true. And according to your notes, doctor, you did not do A, B, and C. Isn't that true? That's true. And would you agree in that instance that would be a departure or a violation from the basic standards of medical care? Now, is the doctor going to voluntarily or willingly admit that he violated the standard of care? Not willingly, but in many instances I'll be able to ask the doctor hypothetical questions. Doctor, I want you to assume that the following facts are true. Would you agree that if a treating physician did not do A, B, and C, that would be a violation from the basic standards of medical care? And now that way I can get the doctor to admit that in that instance it would be a departure from good care. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into how important it is to get the doctor to establish, in his own words, what the standard of care was when treating a patient with a very specific condition. You know, I realize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit and now you've got legal questions and your matter happened here in the state of New York, what I encourage you to do, if you've got those questions, pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.